invite Ryan Case, prospective graduate from our Radiologic Technology program, to the stage to offer the invocation.
Good afternoon, everyone. That's loud. As you all know, we're here to celebrate the end of a journey and the beginning of another. Graduating from Carolinas College of Health Sciences is just the first step of our healthcare careers, and arguably the hardest. We should all be proud of what we have accomplished here today, but more importantly, we should all be humbled by what we've seen. During our journey together, we have helped patients at their best and at their worst, at their beginnings and at their ends, but they are all people that we have chosen to help. Within each of us is a fire that represents the reason why we chose to embark on this path. It may be compassion, empathy, commitment. Can it even be defined so simply? At many times, I'm sure many of you, like me, felt that fire fading away, doubts creeping into our minds, wondering if we could really do this. But we're all here because we found the strength to continue. That strength might have come from family, friends, faith, or even our teachers. But from today forward, it is our responsibility to keep that fire alive. I leave you with this quote from Nobel Prize winner Roman Rolland. If a man is to shed light of the sun upon other men, he must first have it within himself. You all have that light, that fire within you here today, and I challenge and encourage each of you to pass it along to the next generation. Thank you.
You may be seated. Thank you, Brian. Welcome, proud parents, spouses, children, and those who are the family and friends of our graduates. Welcome to our dedicated faculty and staff and our committed board of directors. Welcome to our distinguished alumni and their guests, and welcome to you and congratulations to you, the Carolinas College class of 2018. We are so proud of you and all that you have accomplished. I'm Hampton Hopkins, and I am the president of Carolinas College of Health Sciences, and it is my honor to be standing before you. Before I begin, though, let me introduce the distinguished platform party. Lindsay Garrison, our Chief Marshal. Cindy Hobson, our 2018 Outstanding Educator and faculty in our Medical Laboratory Science program. Dr. Cynthia Tyson, board member and president of the Robert Haywood Morrison Foundation. C. Marcus Harris, chair, board of directors, and OFF council with Pointer and Sproul. Dr. Carol Isom Barnes, board member and principal of a leadership and organizational change consulting firm. Barbie Wisnett Burgess, board member and vice president of system nursing at Atrium Health. Ginger Walker, board member and graduate of our Radiologic Technology program. She is also our 2018 Distinguished Alumnus, but more about that in a moment. Dr. Lori Bequette, provost and chief academic officer. Dr. Karen Lewis, dean of student affairs and enrollment management and chief student affairs officer. David Cannon, dean of administrative and financial services and chief financial officer. Kathy Borshevitz, our associate degree nursing program chair. Jody Huffstetler, our radiologic technology program chair. Gardenia Davis, surgical technology program chair. And Jared Smith, our general studies program chair. Please join me in thanking these honored guests and privileged leaders of the college. I am honored to share the stage with these wonderful people. Our history as a college dates back to the 1940s, where the nursing program and the medical technology program were the original programs created when a new hospital opened Charlotte Memorial Hospital. From these solid roots, Atrium Health has evolved, and in 1990, Carolinas College of Health Sciences was established, bringing together a collection of hospital-based programs into the college that we are today. Today, we educate more than 600 students each year in a variety of credit and non-credit programs. But all that we've accomplished has not been in a vacuum. A French theologian many years ago stated, "All which we accomplish on the shoulders of those who come before us," inspired us and served as giants holding us high on their shoulders so we could move beyond the obstacles they'd struggled to surmount. Tonight, in addition to honoring you, our graduates, we salute some of the giants who came before you, those who graduated in 1948, 70 years ago, 1958, 60 years ago, 1978, 40 years ago, 1998, 30 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry, 1988, 30 years ago. I can't do math. 1998, 20 years ago, and in 2008, 10 years ago. Earlier today, we presented each reunion graduate with a commemorative pin and a certificate. We're proud to call you alumni of Carolinas College of Health Sciences as we continue the great educational tradition begun so many years ago by so many of you. Each of these graduates brings with them today a small piece of what we have become as a college. You truly are the giants who inspire us. We celebrate, well, let's pause. We celebrate another special group of graduates today, our surgical technology graduates. In 2017, we made the decision to close the surgical technology program, and today we recognize the final class. I am grateful to Ms. Michelle Gay, the surgical technology program chair at CarolinasCollege, for taking on additional responsibilities and serving as a faculty member this year. I in particularly want to thank Gardenia Davis, our surgical technology faculty member and program chair, for agreeing to delay her retirement to see this final class through to completion. Thank you, Gardenia. And most importantly to you, the final class of surgical technology, the sterile dozen, as you call yourself. I am proud of the way you've conducted yourself throughout the year. I know you were surprised when we announced this last summer, but you have persevered, and today you will always be remembered, as I said on Wednesday, as our last and best surgical technology class. Please stand so that we all can recognize and thank you. Thank you. On Wednesday evening, we had the opportunity to recognize current students, graduates, faculty, and alumni for their impact on the college, the community, and Atrium Health. Some of you here today were in attendance at that inaugural event. Our graduating students today those who receive an academic award are listed on page 8 of your program and are distinguished by wearing a teal cord. Additionally, we presented 2 very special awards, one to our distinguished alumnus and one to our outstanding educator. You can read more about each of these recipients in the program, but let me share a few thoughts. Our distinguished alumnus is Ginger Walker, a 1976 graduate of the Charlotte Memorial Hospital and Medical Center School of Radiologic Technology, one of the precursors to Carolinas College. Ms. Walker is an accomplished sales and marketing executive whose career in business and healthcare has spanned more than 40 years. In addition to serving on our board of directors, Ms. Walker is the president and CEO of her own business, Avante Medical Technologies. But most important to me, she is a friend of the college and someone that I am proud to call my friend. Ms. Walker, will you stand to be recognized? Our outstanding educator is Cindy Hobson, a 1978 graduate of the Charlotte Memorial Hospital and Medical Center School of Medical Technology. Ms. Hobson is a current faculty member in the Medical Laboratory Science program, where she teaches microbiology. She was recently recognized by Atrium Health for 40 years of service, with 38 of those years as an instructor. In the student nomination we received, the student stated, "Cindy has been one of the most influential educators I have encountered at this college. Cindy educates us on the past and the pathway to where we are now and where we will be in the future. She explicitly tells the expectations of professionals in general and expectations in the laboratory. She puts her students first and is truly here because she loves teaching and creating professionals of the future. Cindy Hobson is an essential asset to this program and the college, and I could not agree more." Ms. Hobson, will you stand and be recognized? Continuing the tradition set by our graduates, some of who are represented here today, and many others, Carolinas College has an outstanding reputation for excellence in healthcare education. College-wide, we boast a 74% graduation rate, a 96% first-time pass rate on licensure and certification exams, and a 93% placement rate, with most of those graduates going to work for Atrium Health. But I'm most excited that 99% of our employers say they would hire another CCHS graduate. 99%. We've achieved such a reputation because we admit excellent students like you who are highly committed and dedicated to their education. But it takes a village to create an outstanding reputation. Our excellent faculty have mentored, taught, encouraged, and supported each of our graduates through their journey. They have provided the necessary resources and tools needed for you to be successful. Watching excited students introduce their family members to faculty at Wednesday's awards ceremony spoke volumes about how valued our faculty are. If you are a faculty member, please rise and be recognized. While colleges certainly have the primary responsibility and purpose of teaching and learning, this does not occur in a vacuum. Our excellent academics are supported by a team of dedicated staff and leaders who ensure that bills are paid, tuition is received, financial aid is awarded, activities are planned, applications are processed, classes are scheduled, rooms are reserved, and that computers are functioning properly. All to bring you the best education that we can. If you are a staff member or a college leader, please rise and be recognized. Yes, that does include you all. Thank you. None of what we do would happen if not for our wonderful and very supportive constituents, those who have made a contribution of time and money in support of academic excellence. Page 9 of your program is a wonderful example of the support we receive from these constituents. For those of you joining us today, thank you for your ongoing support. To the family and friends of our graduates, thanks for the trust you have placed in us. Whether you influence their career or simply served as a shoulder to cry on, we thank you. Our graduates would not be here without your love and your support. Finally, to you, our graduates, you being here today is the result of your hard work and perseverance. You arrived on campus prepared to reach this point, although some of you may have doubted that after your first test. Our selective admissions almost ensured you were ready for arguably the most challenging academic endeavor you will ever undertake. In fact, one of you recently commented in a local newspaper after competing in the Boston Marathon, and yes, I did read that article, that your education at CCAHS was more challenging than the race. Now, if that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does. Yet here you are, graduating. We are so proud of each of you. As you leave, please know that we have given you everything we have. You have left your mark on Carolinas College, and we will miss you. Stay in touch. Let us know where your career takes you. Participate in your alumni association. But most importantly, pay it forward. Offer to mentor, precept, or hire a Carolinas College student or graduate when you have the opportunity. Thank you for the confidence you place in us and for allowing Carolinas College to be a small part of your life. Congratulations. At this time, I invite prospective nursing graduate Amanda Kelm to address the student body.
Alrighty. Good afternoon, my name is Amanda, and I'm a member of the nursing graduate class. I'm honored to be addressing the student body today at spring commencement. Now, before we all get caught up in the excitement of graduation, all of you, close your eyes. Savor this moment. Think about all that we have accomplished. We have worked hard, very, very hard to get here. Think about all the late nights, the tears, the pep talks, the junk food, group project fun, new friendships, and clinicals. Don't forget the clinicals. Remember what happens in clinicals stays in clinicals. Now remember all the missed birthday celebrations, the weddings, the life events, and the sleep. Lots of missed sleep. Now open your eyes. Look around. We did it. We're graduating. We all have a reason, a personal experience, a family member's experience that empowered us to start and continue this journey into healthcare. We would not be here without the constant support of our friends and family. Don't forget to thank them. I ask all of you today to never forget who or what experience guided you into a career in healthcare. We all have good days, we'll all have bad days, we'll still need lots of encouragement, just like we did as students. But remember to make time for yourself and to do the things that make you happy. Starting a new job is stressful. Give yourself grace and time. No one starts out their career perfect. Lastly, don't forget that there's never a time in our life when we cannot ask for help. We have a building full of instructors that have guided us many times, been that shoulder to cry on, or even provided a very much needed pep talk. Rely on your new work family. They will help us in ways we can never imagine. Your journey with Carolinas College of Health Sciences may be over, but your journey in healthcare is just beginning. Never lose sight of what brought you to this very moment. Congratulations, we did it. Cheers.
Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. Now, prospective radiologic technology graduate Shelby Exum will introduce our distinguished alumnus and speaker.
I am deeply honored to stand before you today to introduce our commencement speaker. Ms. Margaret Ginger Walker graduated from the Charlotte Memorial Hospital and Medical Center School of Radiologic Technology in 1976, the precursor to Carolinas College of Health Sciences. She began her career in radiologic sciences at Century City Medical Plaza in Los Angeles, California, as a computed technologist, and soon she was elevated to CT department manager. She returned to North Carolina to continue her career in CT management at Presbyterian Hospital. now known as Novant Health Presbyterian Medical Center. From there, she transitioned over to the industry side of healthcare, holding regional and national sales management and marketing positions in diagnostic imaging with companies including Picker International, Alcatel, and Philips Healthcare, just to name a few. Her distinguished career in healthcare, sales, and marketing has seen her evolve to become an expert in her field. Ms. Walker now owns her own business and serves as the CEO and president of Avanti Medical Technologies. She is an accomplished sales and marketing executive whose career in business and healthcare spans over 40 years. She is trusted and valued for her commitment to customer satisfaction, integrity, innovative thinking, clinical and business insights, and industry knowledge. Ms. Walker is active in the Democratic Party and supports many community nonprofit organizations. Her dedication to healthcare and patient care impacts all students as she is committed to quality education. In 2007, Ms. Walker was elected as the alumni representative to the Carolinas College Board of Directors. And just 2 days ago, she was named the Carolinas College 2018 Distinguished Alumnus. She is a model for others on where a great education, hard work, and perseverance will take you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our 2018 commencement speaker, Ms. Ginger Walker.
Thank you so much. To President Hopkins, and by the way, I call you, and I'm honored to call you a friend as well. Distinguished and fellow board members, Carolina College leadership, amazing current and past faculty and staff, alumni, family, friends, and most of all, the graduating class of 2008. Congratulations, we are so proud of you. We are here today to celebrate you, the outstanding achievement, acknowledging all that you've done to reach this defining and capstone moment in your lives. I am truly honored to have been selected as a 2018 Distinguished Alumnus and to have been given the opportunity to serve on the College Board of Directors and to deliver this commencement speech. To prepare for my speech, I listened to or read quite a few examples of college commencement speeches. I must admit it was a little intimidating. And there were moments that I felt undeserving of this honor and thought, maybe I'll just share a few of the more inspiring comments and quotes with you. But then I realized I was you 42 years ago, and perhaps I did have some insights and inspiring stories to share. By the way, since I am one of you, I trust you'll give me a pass and an A for effort. Oh, these are out of order. Isn't that just lovely? Isn't that just perfect? Okay. That is bizarre. Now what do I do? Okay. Through my research, I was particularly inspired by a commencement speech given by Dean James Ryan from Harvard Graduate School of Education that was later published as a book titled 5 Essential Questions of Life. I'll be using the framework of these questions, but with my own spin and mixed with a few stories that I hope will make you laugh and inspire you. The first question is, wait, what? Or it could be, wait, what? It's a great question to gain clarification and understanding. The wait, which precedes the what, is a reminder for you to pause or slow down to make sure you have a clear understanding before making any decisions or taking any actions. There are a few ways to draw analogies or interpret this question, as well as a few different takeaways depending on the nature of why the question is being posed. For example, when a rad tech student is told, you are going to prep the next barium enema patient and insert the enema tip, the response might be, wait, what? Do I have to? Or when you're a surg tech student who is told, you are going to scrub in today with the most difficult neurospine surgeon. Your response might be, wait, what? Oh, do I have to? Or when a nursing student is told there's been a change in your clinical assignment and that you are going to have and be assigned to the most difficult patient on the floor, your response might be, wait, what? Really? One of my wait, what moments was actually the defining moment in my healthcare career. In high school, I played varsity basketball, and as a freshman, starting as a freshman, by the time I reached my sophomore year, I had my life all mapped out. I was going to NC State on a basketball scholarship, and I was going to study to be a PE teacher and a coach. Well, when my junior year occurred, during a game, a very heated game, I blew out my left knee so bad that after surgery, I was delivered the news that I could no longer play competitive basketball. Talk about a wait, what moment. And remember, that was before the advancements we have today. That was 1972. And so the advancements in surgical procedures and outcomes today, it might have been a far different story. This was certainly a wait, what life moment for me. Honestly, at that time, I had no idea what I was going to do. And frankly, from the point that I heard the news until I graduated, I was so depressed that I really didn't care. But with my faith and tremendous encouragement and love from my family and friends, I moved on to select another career path. I'd always been intrigued by medicine, but the thought of becoming a doctor seemed really out of reach financially as well as academically. After all, I had been more interested in basketball and extracurricular activities than taking necessary courses and getting grades that would have positioned me to be accepted into a med school and or receive a scholarship. So that was not an option. I thought about nursing, and on a few encounters, I had hospital stays, and while I loved and appreciated the nurses who cared for me, I knew I did not have a calling to become a nurse. I was very active as a child, frequently called accident-prone, breaking bones, split my head open a few times, many other things. I'm sure you get the picture. So I thought, I've had a lot of x-rays taken. What about x-ray? I should think about that. Seems pretty easy. You put a plate of some sort under the body part, position some piece of equipment with a light, and push a button. Easy, right? Well, little did I know that what was behind that button was one of the courses I would have to pass, radiation physics. I'm sure the rad tech students out there can all agree with that. So, we went, I started looking, I talked to a radiologist who was a friend, an excellent radiologist from Rutherfordton, and he's a family friend, and he encouraged me to pursue radiology as a career. He gave me the names of a few schools to investigate and consider, including Charlotte Memorial Hospital and Medical Center. He felt they had the best program, true then and true today under the leadership of Jody Huffstetler and all of her faculty and staff. Okay, so now this brings us to the summer of '74. All indications were I had missed the date to apply for the class that started in September. A couple of weeks passed, and my sister, brother-in-law, and I were coming to Charlotte on a shopping trip. And on the way down, my brother-in-law said, let's just go by the hospital and see if we can talk to somebody. Well, I had no idea we'd be able to find who it was or get a meeting with them. I felt completely underdressed. We were in jeans and t-shirts. But, hey, I was willing to try. Well, we were able to meet the program director, Susan Stricker, who is here today, and found out that a spot had opened up. I filled out the application, sent in my high school transcript, along with a couple letters of recommendation. You know, I needed those because I didn't really pay too much attention into my junior and senior years. But then I received a call about 2 weeks later that said I had been accepted into the program. I moved into the dorm in September, met my new college roommate, Kathy Miller, and Kathy is currently serving on Carolinas College Clinical and Didactic Faculty of Radiologic Technology. Love you, girl. Other classmates, including Patty McCreary, who y'all all might know. Patty also served in a similar position before she retired, and she also served as the president of the College Alumni Association. Both remain very, very close friends. So at this time, I'm going to take a point of personal privilege to recognize Susan Stricker, former Carolinas College Radiologic Technology Program Director. Susan, would you stand? Thank you for your friendship, for accepting me into the program, for your help, support, your patience, particularly with our class who gave you a lot of wait, what moments. And you taught the education, incredible education and strong foundation that you provided. There are just no words to really express, other than saying, without you, I would not be here today. Thank you so much. The second question is, I wonder, which is followed by a why or an I. I wonder why will help you remain curious. I wonder if is a way to start thinking about how you can influence change or make improvements. There are many examples where this question may have been asked in healthcare that resulted in the development of new technologies, procedures, processes. You know, to mention one, Godfrey Hounsfield, who is the inventor of computed tomography, may have asked, I wonder why we can only see the body in 2 dimensions. And I wonder if we could combine the use of a computer and X-ray to visualize the body in 3 dimensions. It was perhaps also asked by those who develop point-of-care technologies or surgical robotics, navigation systems integrated with imaging and smart instruments, or electronic health records, or wireless communication systems, which we've come to depend on, smart alarms, digital pathology system, and the list goes on and on. Or it could be you asking, I wonder why I did not get that job, and I wonder if there's anything I could do better next time when preparing and applying for another job. That brings me to the third question, which is, couldn't we at least? This question will provide a way to get past disagreement and reach consensus, or get started when you're not exactly sure how it's going to end or when you will finish. I'll use the difficult decision that the college recently had to make regarding the surgical technology program as an example. Clearly, one of the most difficult decisions the college has had to make, and one that I assure you was not taken lightly or decided quickly. The president and leadership team had much discussion and debate. Consensus was reached with all in agreement prior to presenting their recommendation to end the program to the board of directors. They might have asked, couldn't we at least agree that ending the surgical technology program will make way for new and needed programs at Carolinas College, and that our sister college, Cabarrus College of Health Sciences, who we work in close collaboration with, has the sufficient capacity to meet the educational needs of the surgical technologists. That brings me to the fourth question. How can I help? This question I'm sure already resonates with you because you've chosen to become a healthcare provider, which in essence mean you are interested in or called to help others. At Carolinas College, you've been very fortunate to learn that asking, "How can I help?" is as important as your willingness to help. When you ask, "How can I help?" you're asking from a place of humility and you're seeking direction. You'll likely realize in many cases that the person you ask knows what they need, which in turn will help you as much as your desire to help them. There were a number of great examples on Wednesday night at the college commitment to caring and awards ceremony. For the sake of time, I'll mention just one. Miranda Miles, nursing school, received the Nursing Adult Health Award. Miranda asked her patient, "How can I help?" The patient in turn told her, "I just need to get out of this room." Miranda, without hesitation, listened to what the patient said. She grabbed a wheelchair, she pushed the patient to Starbucks, and they sat together for a little while. Miranda's question, again followed by her listening to her patient and taking action, made a huge difference in the patient's attitude and therefore their recovery. The fifth question, what truly matters? This is a question that will get you to the heart of the matter and to identify your own thoughts and convictions. This is a question we can only ask ourselves, seeking guidance from our higher power to get the answers, but I will share a personal story with you. I left a major corporation to help start 2 successful healthcare alternate sales channel companies with colleagues who I thought shared the vision and shared my integrity. Well, unfortunately, neither of those turned out to be the case. Compromise and consensus is necessary and a good thing, but sacrificing one's convictions and integrity was simply not an option for me, so I made the decision to leave and start my own company. To summarize the 5 questions, I'll directly quote Dean Ryan. "Wait, what is at the root of all understanding? I wonder is at the heart of all curiosity. Couldn't we at least is the beginning of all progress. How can I help is the base of all relationships. What really matters will get you to the heart of life." And his bonus question, which he feels, and I agree, is perhaps the most important question, did you get what you wanted out of life? In closing, I want to share a little more advice with you and a final story that I hope brings it all together. So the first thing is be open to considering all opportunities that are presented to you and choose the ones you feel are right for you, regardless of what others tell you you should do. If it turns out for whatever reason that it wasn't a particularly good choice, learn from it and know there are other opportunities just around the corner. Take risks. Of course, not dangerous risks like we might have taken a little bit of in school, but sometimes you just have to put trust in yourself and your higher power and just jump head first into the abyss. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. Don't allow fear to guide your life, your decisions, your actions, or cause inaction. Change is certain, especially in healthcare, which is ever constant change, and it continues to evolve. This one's important too. Don't allow yourselves to get complacent. Embrace technologies. Become the experts. Be a mentor to others. I promise you it'll be worth the effort. Your value will be enhanced. It'll look great on a resume. And it may lead you into a direction that you hadn't even considered or didn't even know existed. Commit yourself to continual learning. And it doesn't necessarily have to be getting a BS or higher degree, unless, of course, you want to become a nurse practitioner, CNA, administrator, an educator, or something else that would require a BS, MA, or PhD. For me personally, I did not pursue a baccalaureate degree. I was just too busy learning and becoming an expert in new emerging technologies, gaining a better understanding of the needs of different clinical segments, taking courses to enhance my management and marketing skills, and working. It was also a different time then. The technology was changing so rapidly that my knowledge and experience was more valuable for my career advancement than having a degree. But please, commit yourself to continual learning. And I think that might have been on one of those pledges you took last night, or on Wednesday night. Have great work ethic. It's important. But don't do it at the sacrifice of a full life, spending time with your family and your friends. Don't ever compromise your integrity, because once you do, you cannot get it back. Stay in touch with your classmates to become friends. I know you're having a little separation anxiety right now. Been there, done that. But take heart that knowing that the friendships you have developed here can and will stand the test of time and difference and distance. Kathy Miller, Patty McCrary, Susan Stricker, and I are proof of that. Exercise your right to vote, and vote in every election. It's not only a privilege, it's a civic duty, and it's the only real voice we have to ensure that our democracy works for all people. My final, what I call divine intervention story, and I've had many of those, I'm sure you have too, which I hope brings this all together. I'd always wanted to go to California, and shortly after graduation, I decided to move there. Ended up in Beverly Hills. I'll forever be grateful to Patty McCrary, who took that cross-country trip with me so I didn't have to take it by myself. I did not have a job, had only enough money to sustain me for a little while. Talk about overcoming fear, taking risks, and jumping into the abyss. I did it. I knew I had to immediately find a job. I found a staff rad tech position available at Century City Medical Plaza, and of course, headed right over there to apply for the position. I actually ended up in Century City Medical Plaza. This is the divine intervention part. So it was adjacent to the hospital, shared the parking garage. I located radiology, went to the registration desk, and indicated I was there to apply for the open position. The receptionist looked a little puzzled at me and said, "Are you sure you are here to apply for the CT position?" Well, shoot, I didn't know it was a CT position, but I was thrilled because that technology grabbed me like no other technology has since. I was shocked, but I said, yes, I am. That's exciting. A few minutes later, the doctor came out, Dr. Burrows, and he said, I understand you want to apply for the CT position, followed by, do you have experience? I said, yes, I do. And he said, I'm not sure I believe you. Keep in mind, this was 1976, and CT was still a very new modality. It was only introduced in 1974, and by 1975, there were very few systems installed. Fortunately for me, Charlotte Memorial Hospital and Medical Center, at the visionary direction of Dr. Bob Salmon, purchased one of the first 5 head CT-only systems in the United States. And as a student, I had the opportunity to learn that technology and how to operate that equipment. So when Dr. Burrows asked, is there someone in North Carolina I can call to verify this? I said, yes, of course. I gave him contact information for Dr. Bob Salmon. About 15 minutes later, Dr. Burrows came back and he said, come on into my office. You are hired, and how soon can you start? Gosh, I was thrilled about it because at that time, there were no whole body scanners in the East Coast. So I joined him as a staff CT technologist, but very quickly, within weeks, he elevated me to CT manager. I loved my job, I really did. I got to scan celebrities, that was pretty cool. And I loved the radiologists that I worked for, but for me, I was really homesick. California is an awful long way from North Carolina. I grew up in North Carolina. And my family and friends were also homesick for me. I'll never forget, I received a letter from my mother that had a newspaper article. And in the newspaper article, it was from the Charlotte Observer. It was titled, "Presbyterian Hospital Purchases Whole Body CT Scanner," with a handwritten note on that article that said, in bold letters, "Come home." I flew home, met with Presbyterian, was offered the job, accepted the job, flew back to California, submitted my resignation. Dr. Burroughs was so kind, he offered me a lot of money to stay. But, I wasn't driven by money at that point. I wanted to be home. So I returned to North Carolina, remained at Presbyterian, as you heard, until I had the opportunity in 1982 to move over to the commercial side of the business. So I accepted a position as CT sales specialist, moved to Boston, Massachusetts. Not only was that a new position for me, I was the first female to be a sales specialist, period. That's a whole nother story. But the next year, another technology presented itself, which you, I'm sure, came in contact with as rad students, MRI. And that was also an exciting technology. Learned it, sold it, but my heart was still CT. There was certainly a lot more to my career, but insufficient time today to cover it. But suffice it to say, having faith, trusting in myself, the education that I had received, being open to all opportunities. Remember, I wasn't at the hospital, so when I figured that out, I could have just left, gone over to the hospital, and I would have completely missed that CT opportunity. Embracing new technology was paying off, overcoming fear, taking risks. All of that propelled me into a long and successful career that all began at Carolinas College of Health Sciences. Graduates, I wish you all the best, much, much success. The statistics say you won't remember a thing I say, but that's okay. At least maybe it'll come back to you sometime. So thank you for this honor. And on to the next piece, which is the most important reason why you're here.
Thank you, Ms. Walker. Susan, you took a shot on her, it sounds like, but it paid off. We're proud to have you on our board of directors, and we're certainly proud to have you as our distinguished alumnus.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, for the reason that you're all here, I invite our provost, Dr. Lori Bequette, to the podium to begin our commencement exercise.
So he just stole my line. Now we have arrived at the portion of the program for which you all came here this afternoon. Sorry. Presidential privilege, that's right. We are going to have the presentation of the degrees. Awards were presented at our Commitment to Caring and Awards ceremony on Wednesday evening. Award recipients are noted in your commencement program and now wear teal cords. Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society members wear the gold tassels or stoles. Latin honors will be presented after the graduate receives their diploma. For each graduating class, we provide recognition of those students whose cumulative GPAs have earned them graduation honors status at one of 3 honors levels. Each level awardee receives a medallion with a teal ribbon, a lot of teal, that represents the level of their academic achievement and a notation of their award on their official college transcript. Those graduating cum laude completed their program with a GPA of 3.24 to 3.499. There's no rounding. That rule went out the window, guys. Those graduating magna cum laude completed their program with a GPA of 3.5 to 3.749. And those graduating summa cum laude completed their program with a GPA of 3.75 to 4.0. The program chairs for each program will come forth to present their candidates. Board members will present and confer the diplomas and degrees, and Dr. Hopkins will offer congratulations and confer the Latin honors. Designated program faculty members will extend congratulations as they exit the stage. Congratulations, graduates. Are you ready? I hope so, and I hope you're awake. Will the 2018 class of Surgical Technology Diploma and Associate of Applied Sciences candidates please rise and come forward? Ms. Gardenia Davis, Program Chair for the Surgical Technology Program, Dr. Cynthia Tyson, member of our Board of Directors, and Dr. Tracy James, faculty member in the General Studies Program, will now come forward for the presentation of the candidates for the diploma and Associate of Applied Sciences degree in Surgical Technology.
Have Rita Marie Ciaccio, magna cum laude. Nikita Cherie Irwin, magna cum laude. Carolyn Conrad Hicks, summa cum laude. Ellie Lori Stanfield. Robin Laura Cabanera. Cherise Bernadette Dove, summa cum laude. Stephanie Marie Greason, magna cum laude. Kelsey Dawn Hicks, magna cum laude. Catherine Lee Hilton, summa cum laude. Alexis Cole Kent. Macy Renee Rizzo, magna cum laude. Alyssa Marie Ponder White, cum laude.
Will the 2018 class of surgical technology diploma candidates please rise? Dr. Tyson, the college's admission, progression, and graduation committee has verified that these candidates have met the graduation requirements for the diploma in surgical technology.
On behalf of the Carolinas College Board of Directors, I confer upon you the Diploma of Surgical Technology with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
You may be seated. It's very difficult to follow that. Will the 2018 class of Surgical Technology Associate of Applied Science degree candidates please rise? Dr. Tyson, the college's admission, progression, and graduation committee has verified that these candidates have met the graduation requirements for the Associate of Applied Science degree in surgical technology.
On behalf of the Carolinas College Board of Directors, I confer upon you the Associate of Applied Science degree in surgical technology with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
You may be seated. Will the 2018 class of General Studies Associate of Science degree candidate please rise and come forward? Totally in unison, by the way. Mr. Jared Smith, Chair for the General Studies Program, Dr. Carol Barnes, Member, Board of Directors, and Dr. Tracy James will come forward for the presentation of the candidate for the Associate of Science degree in General Studies.
Shelby Nicole Cockrum, magna cum laude.
Whoever wants it. Dr. Barnes. The college's admission, progression, and graduation committee has verified that this candidate, please stand. Sorry, we're a little discombobulated. This candidate has met the graduation requirements for the Associate of Science degree in General Studies.
Thank you. On behalf of the Carolinas College Board of Directors, I confer upon you the Associate of Science degree in General Studies with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
Will the 2018 class of Radiologic Technology Associate of Applied Science degree candidates please rise and come forward? Ms. Jody Huffstetler, Program Chair of the Radiologic Technology Program, Ms. Ginger Walker, Member, Board of Directors, and 2018 Distinguished Alumnus, and Ms. Kathy Miller, the 2016 Outstanding Educator and Radiologic Technology Faculty Member, will now come forward for the presentation of the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree in Radiologic Technology.
Alina Yvette Battle. Alexa Cook Beam. Lauren Haley Broach. Jessica Nicole Brown. Brian Matthew Case, magna cum laude. Janet Lauren Coleman. Abby Leon Collins. Shelby Lanier Exum, summa cum laude. Georgianne Maria Garcia, summa cum laude. Sherry Marie Hansel, cum laude. John Matthew LeCount. Anna Grace Littlejohn. Minerva Lord. Danielle Olivia Reams, magna cum laude.
Once more, will the 2018 class of Radiologic Technology Associate of Applied Science degree candidates please rise? Ms. Walker. The college's Admission, Progression, and Graduation Committee has verified that these candidates have met the graduation requirements for the Associate of Applied Science degree in Radiologic Technology.
On behalf of the Carolinas College Board of Directors, I confer upon you the Associate of Applied Science degree in Radiologic Technology with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Will the first row of the May 2018 class of nursing candidates please rise and come forward? Catherine Boris-Shevitz, Program Chair of the Associate Degree Nursing Program, Dr. Carol Isom Barnes, and Ms. Barbie Wisnett Burgess, and Mr. Mark Harris, and Dr. Jane Benetti, and Ms. Janie McCloskey, nursing faculty members, will now come forward for the presentation of the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degree in nursing.
Taylor Ann Alford. Meredith Marie Black. Lauren Elizabeth Bollinger, cum laude. Alexis Diev Bundy. Gloria Grace Chapman, summa cum laude. Lucy Kellum Conroy. Karen Renee Davis. Haley Elizabeth Everson, magna cum laude. Paige Anna Fay. Andrea Lynn Fields. Katie Danielle Fournier. Kimberly Andrea Frez. Will the next row of nursing graduates please rise and come forward? Michael Albert Gephardt. Jessica Lynn Gilbert. Stephanie Cawley Good, cum laude. Yancy Yomali Guzman. Adama Regina Haith. Erin Ann Hanley. Jessica Bailey Harston, cum laude. William Max Hemphill. Jenna Michelle Hill, cum laude. Chelsea Lynn Howard, cum laude. Macy Sue Huffman. Amanda Ray Kelm, magna cum laude. Will the next row of nursing graduates please rise and come forward? Susanna Kendrick Knight. Tiffany Lachey Lee. Laura Lee Leitner. Abigail Beth Lippincott. Megan Elizabeth McCauley. Samantha Taylor McCurry, cum laude. Miranda Ann Miles, cum laude. Carmen Gabrielle Monsinger. Erica Jean Mullen, cum laude. Emily E. Park, cum laude. Savannah Jean Quells. Catherine Boxted Robinson. Will the next row of nursing graduates please rise and come forward? Caitlin Marie Rowetter. Megan Elizabeth Roper. Stephanie Marie Salgado. Simone Renee Samuel. Lauren Christine Center. Kelly Renee Simpson, cum laude. Danielle Christina Sva. Salam Tedre, cum laude. Jessica Ann Voskule. Kelly Janae Tori Walden, cum laude. Iva Christine Whitman. Bailey Nicole Yeager, magna cum laude.
Will the members of the nursing class of May 2018 please rise?
They didn't do it twice.
Shall we make this official? All right. Mr. Harris, the college's Admission, Progression, and Graduation Committee has verified that these candidates have met the requirements to be awarded the Associate of Applied Science degree in nursing.
Thank you. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Carolinas College of Health Sciences, it's my pleasure to confer upon you the Associate of Applied Science degree in nursing, with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. And will all of the graduates please rise? Turn your tassels, face the audience.
Congratulations, graduates. As we conclude the ceremony this afternoon following the benediction, the platform party will process out of the auditorium, followed by the graduates, as a symbolic nod to their new role as healthcare providers. The faculty will then follow the graduates. Will all please rise as Sharice Dove, Surgical Technology graduate, offers the benediction.
Okay. Can you all bow your heads? Dear Lord, may this graduation day be a celebration of your life within us. Thank you to all the family and friends here that motivated us and supported us through this process. Thank you to all of our professors, faculty, clinical preceptors, and mentors for all your knowledge, patience, and understanding. And to the graduates, may God's blessings follow you all as you find new adventures to travel. May you walk safely along your pathways of your dreams. May his gentle hand guide you through the decisions you make and passions you follow. May hope be a light within you that carry all the way into each and every new day. Amen.